Hi, welcome to our channel Shah Computer Education Center. In this tutorial, we will learn how to create an automated attendance sheet in Google Spreadsheet. So you can see this attendance sheet within the Google Spreadsheet. So here you can put your logo, here your company name, and you can change the month from this drop down list. Suppose you select January, you can see it is populated up to date 31. If you select February, it's up 29 as it is 2020. If I change it to 21, you can see it is up to 28. And here you can see the start date of the month and the end date of the month and total days within the month. And here you can see the green columns are the holidays and red columns are the weekends. So these are dynamically changing when we change the month and year. And in the setting sheet, we've given the dates for the holidays and weekends here. So after selecting the month, you can click check this to populate the holidays with HL and weekends with the weekend names. So you can see the days are automatically populated. I'm cancelling it. After you complete your populating the HL and the name of the weekends, you can change it to another month if you wish. Suppose April, and clear all this data with clear cells. You can again click check this to populate weekend names and holidays. So after populating these values, you can start putting your attendance values. So you can see here, these are the report for the month, total holidays, total weekends, total work days, present, absent, annual leave, sick leave, and total payable days. So here you can put P as present, A as absent, annual leave as AL, sick leave as SL. And you can see the report here. You can see one present, one absent, one annual leave, and one sick leave. If you put here P again, you can see two present. So in this way, we can use this attendance sheet. So now we will create this attendance sheet. But before starting, I request you to hit the like button and subscribe our channel so that you can get regular notifications from our channel for new uploads. So let's begin the tutorial. So to create this attendance sheet, we need a blank Google Sheets. So first we have to go to Google Drive, then click on New and Google Sheets. We got our new Google spreadsheet. So here we need more than 31 columns, but here we can see it is up to Z column. So it is 26th column. So we have to add some more columns. So select this column and right click and select insert 10 columns to the right. And now we need total 31 columns for date. So for that we will select these columns and reduce its width and will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So we got all 31 columns. So first we'll select the first row up to 31 cells and then merge it. And type here your company name, Shah Computer Education Center, and then select up to S and again merge it and type here attendance for the month of. So select this two, select the font as Times New Roman, font size as 30, make it bold and select the color, this one. And to separate these two, we can insert a new row and make its row color as white and reduce the row height so that it looks good. Now we select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So select these 7 cells and merge it and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 cells, and again merge it. In this cell, we will create the drop down list for month, and here we will create a drop down list for year. So let's take another sheet. Here we'll create the list of month. So month list January, and drag the fill handle. So here we got up to December, and now we will create a name range for this range. So go to data, select name range, and type here month list and click done. So go to sheet 1, close this, and here we'll create the drop down. So go to data, data validation, and here list from range, and our range will be month list. So here reject input, save. So if I click here, we can see the drop down list. Select January, and here we will create the drop down list for year. So go to data, data validation. Now here select list of items and type here the items 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and as many as you want. Reject input, save. Now select and select 2021. So our first part is complete. Now we will create the first date of the month and the last date of the month. So first select these 3 cells and merge it. Then again 3 cell, merge it. Leave 1 cell and again 3 cell and more 3 cell. Again leave 1 cell and select these 3 cells and merge it. Then 2 cells and merge it. And type here start date. Then here end date, and here total days, and here we will calculate the first date. So equal to date value bracket open 1 and month and year bracket close, enter. So we got the date value for the first date. Now we have to format this in a date format. So go to format, number, and you can select DDMMYY, or you can select custom number format. Here you can put DDMMMYYY or just 2M to get the format like this. Apply. So we got 1st January 2021. Now to get the end date, equal to EO month, first date of the month, comma 0 bracket close, enter. So we got the last date of the month. So to format like this, so select this, click format painter and click here. So we got same formatting. Now here we will calculate the total days. For that, equal to day bracket open this date bracket close, enter. So we got 31. Now select start date, end date, and total days and give it a right align, and this date, and this number to left align, and we'll give the same formatting as this one. So go here and select this one, and we need another separator. So right click, insert row above, and give white color and decrease the row height. You can resize the row number to 3, and this one also resize the row to 3. Okay, and now we will create here the date row. So in this cell type equal to this cell. Enter. So we got a complete date. Now we have to format it to only the day format. So go to format, number, and you can select DD, or if you don't get DD here, you can go to custom number format and type here DD, apply. So we got the first date of the month. So now here for the second date we have to type equal to, if bracket open, this cell is less than the last date, make it absolute, press F4, comma, then this cell plus 1, else blank, that is double quotation, bracket close and enter. We got date 2. Now drag this formula to the end. So we got last date 31. Now select this all and make it a center line. Now we will create the names of the days. So for that, equal to text, bracket open, this cell, comma, within quotation, DDD, quotation close, bracket close, enter. So we got Friday. Now drag this till the end and we can rotate this text like this. So here we will now give the shading color, that is here this deep color, and make it bold and text color white. Select this cell and make it bold and give it white color. This cell and this cell again white color. Okay, now we will give another separator here. So right click above and then here white color, and right click resize row, select here 3. Okay, so now we will type here employee ID, EMP ID, and employee name. Now here drag this and you can increase this cell, and now merge this two cell and align this at center and middle. We'll take white, background color as blue, make it bold. Okay, and select this cell and merge it and type here logo and format it with font 36, bold, then center, middle, and font is Georgia, and shading color will be this one. Now we will type here the employee ID EMP001 and drag this up to 10 and type here the employee name employee name 1 and drag this up to 10. Okay, now we will highlight the weekends. So what will be our weekend? So we can fix the weekend, suppose Saturday or Sunday, or we can make it dynamic. So in this case we'll make it dynamic so that it can change automatically if we change the weekend. So let's go to sheet 2 and here we'll type weekend, and here we'll type Saturday and Sunday. These are the two weekend. So now we will create a dynamic range for this. So first rename this sheet as settings, and so to make this range dynamic we have to take a helper cell. So type here equal to double quotation open the name of the sheet settings exclamation then our range start from B2. So type here $B$2 colon, then $B dollar double quotation close, and count bracket open B colon B bracket close, enter. So you can see here we got B2 to B0. Sorry, this is here we have typed count A. We have to use count A, enter. So we got settings B2 to B3. So if I delete this cell, we can see B2 to B2. So you can see this range became dynamic. So now we have to create the named range. So for that, go to format, data, named range, add range. Here we will type weekend and our range will be this cell. Then okay, done. So our named range will be weekend. Close this. Go to sheet 1 and name it as attendance. And now we have to insert here two rows for as a helper row. Insert two row above. So we got this two row and we can make it as white, and here we will type a weekend helper and the color will be black. Okay, and here we'll type formula equal to count if bracket open, and here you can see first is our range, then criteria. So if we go to setting, we can see in weekend, this is our weekend range. So here we have the text string for our range. So to convert this text string, we have to use our indirect function. So go to attendance, delete this one, type indirect, then weekend bracket close, comma, then criteria. Our criteria will be this cell, then bracket close and enter. So we got the value 0, and if we drag this till the end, we got 1 for Saturday and Sunday and others for 0. And we'll take this rotation, and if I change the month to February, you can see here is also we are getting 0. But for the blank cell, we need here X or blank. So for that, we need to use if function. So here we use another if bracket open. If this cell equal to blank, then we need to use X. Otherwise, this function, that is this function, then bracket close at the end, enter. Now if I drag, you can see as these three are blank, we got X here. So now based on these values, we will highlight the Saturday and Sunday. So select the range and go to format, conditional formatting. Then here in format rules, select custom formula. Formula will be equal to this cell, that is C7 equal to 1, and before 7 we have to put a $sign. Now you can give a color as red and then click on done. Close this. So we can see here Saturday and Sunday got colored. In setting page, if I delete Sunday, then we can see only Saturday is highlighted. And if I type here Sunday, then Sunday is highlighted. And if I type Saturday and Sunday, both Saturday and Sunday is highlighted. Now we will highlight the holidays. So for that, we need to create a holiday list in this setting page. So I will copy paste this one. So this is our holiday list, and we have to create a dynamic name range for these dates. So for that, again we have to take a help of a helper cell. For that, here again we will type equal to settings exclamation, then dollar, this one is D, so $D, dollar, our date starts from 2, so 2 colon dollar D dollar, double quotation close, and count A bracket open D colon D bracket close and enter. You can see here the range is showing from D2 to D20. You can see it starts from D2 and ends on D20. If I delete this, you can see it is D19. So this is changing dynamically. So now we will give a name range for this cell. So go to data, name range, add a range, and type the name as holiday list, and our range is A16 is okay, done. Then close this one, go to attendance, and now here we will take a helper cell. So holiday helper. So here again we'll use equal to if bracket open this cell equal to blank, then then X, otherwise count if bracket open our range will be holiday list. So again we have to use indirect holiday list bracket close comma, our criteria will be this cell bracket close and enter. Change the rotation and drag till the end and center it. So we can see here 3rd February is showing as holiday. Here Sunday is showing as holiday. In this way it's showing. So in the setting page we can see 3rd February, 7th and 19th February. These 3 days have a holiday. So here we can see 3rd, 7th and 19th is a holiday. Now based on these values we will highlight the columns. So select the range, go to format, conditional formatting, get another rule. So here select custom formula is the value equal to this cell, that is C8, C $8 equal to 1, then we'll give a color as green and done. So we can see that this one is showing as holiday, this one is showing as holiday, and this one is not showing holiday because here the first conditional formatting is for weekends, so it is showing this one, and this is below. So if I drag this like this way, you can see the holiday is showing, and if I drag this to below, then this is not showing, the holiday color is showing. So we have highlighted the holidays. Now select this range and give it a border with black color. Okay, so we have created the attendance sheet. Now we have to create the legends. So we have to restrict the values in this area. So for that we have to use data validation, so that we cannot use any value within holiday and weekend, and we can only use selected legends on this working days. So for that, we have to use a custom formula in data validation. So first select the range, then go to data validation, and the criteria select custom formula is, and here you have to type equal to and C7 $7 equal to 0, comma $8, sorry, $8 equal to 0, bracket close. Select reject input. And now you can see if I put here P, it is taken, P taken is not taking on a holiday. P it's also not taking in a weekend. We can understand that this validation doesn't allow to put any values in weekend and holidays. But here we can put any legends. If you want to put H, you can put H. If you want to put L, you can input L. If you want to put B, you can put B. But we want to use P as present, A as absent, SL as sick leave, AL as annual leave. Only these 4 legend can be used. So for that we need to change the validation. So select the range again, go to data validation. Here we have to put or bracket open. So first we have to check this one, then comma, again or. So this is the cell C11. So C11 equal to P, comma, C11 equal to absent A, comma, C11 equal to AL, comma, C11 equal to SL, then bracket close for or, bracket close for and, then click on save. Now if I try to put here B is taking, so I think the formula is not correct. Let's see it again. Data validation. So this is AND function, and AND function ends here. Again OR starts. We do not need this one. So AND this equal to 0, this equal to 0, or any of this on C11. Okay, now if I put B, you can see is taking invalid. So now delete these values and try to put any value. Suppose B, you can see you cannot put B here. If I put P, it's taking. If I put A, it's also taking. AL, SL, these are taking. Here it's not taking, and here also the value is not taking. So our validation is okay. So you can check the validation again. Go to data validation. So here you can see C7 should be, that means this one, C7 should be 0, C8 should be 0, or in this cell C11 it should be A, P, AL or SL. Then it will work. So now here we need to create the report part. For that we need 8 columns. But first we will create a separator here and more 8 columns. So let's insert one by one. So insert 2 columns to the right. So now we have 4 columns. Select all the 4 columns and right click, insert 4 columns to the right. So we got all the 4 columns. Now select this 8 columns and reduce the column width. Then select these 2 cells March. Then drag the up to end. Type here total holidays, total weekends, total working days, total present, total absent, total annual leave, total sick leave, and total payable days. So now we have to wrap the text. So for that, here we wrap the text and rotate this text like this way. So give the format here, this cells, then border and bold, give it a white color, then select this cells too and give a border. Okay, now we have to select this cell and merge it, and select all the cells and merge it. Type here Shaha Computer Education Center, and here equal to report for the month of double quotation close and month and double quotation open space double quotation close and year. Enter. Now select this cell and take 20, text wrapping, bold, make it 22, select this one and make it 18 and center this, and this cell also 18, bold, center, text wrapping, select this cell and this cell and give it a formatting, and this cell with white, all these three cells with white. Now we have to calculate the formula for these cells. So to calculate the total holiday, we have to count the ones on this helper row. So for that, type here equal to count if bracket open, select this range, comma, our criteria will be 1, bracket close and enter. So we have 3 holidays, and here the range should be locked with F4. Enter and drag this till the end. So all the row has 3 holidays, and now we will calculate the total weekend. So for that, same formula to be used, equal to count if bracket open, this is the range, comma 1, and the range should be locked, F4, then bracket close, enter. We have 8 weekends. You can calculate 2 to 4 to 6 to 8, and here we can see 2 colored columns for holiday, but here it is 3 because here we have one holiday which is not showing because of conditional formatting of weekends. Now the total working day. The total working day will be equal to count if s bracket open, this is the range f4 comma 0 comma, again select this range comma, F4 to lock it, comma 0 bracket close and enter. So we have 18 working days. So drag this till the end. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 18 working days. Now we have to calculate total present. For that, we have to count all the p's on this row. So equal to count if bracket open, our range will be this one, do not lock it, comma, within quotation p, bracket close, enter. At that moment we have 0p. Now if I type here p, you can see we got 1. And here we do not have any dates. If I try to put here p, you can see data validation doesn't allow to put any value on those cells. For absent, same formula to be used, equal to count if bracket open, select the range, comma a, bracket close, enter. Drag it. We can copy this formula and paste it here and change from A to AL, and here same, paste it and it will be SL. Now drag this to till the end. So select this format painter and select all this range. Okay, now total payable days. So total payable day will be equal to total present plus total annual days, annual leave, plus total sick leave, plus total holiday, plus total weekends, minus the conflicts of weekends and holiday. This you can see here, here also one, here also one. So this is the conflict. So we have to subtract the conflicts from this total. So count if s bracket open, this range f4 comma 1, this range, comma this range, comma 1, bracket close and enter. So total payable days is 11. Then drag this, here we have to lock it with F4. Yes, now drag this till the end. So we have here 11 payable days and it is 10 because we have one present here. If I put here present, we can see 12 payable days. So in this way you have to calculate this report part. Now the last part is about the app script. So with the help of app script, we will populate the holiday columns with HL and weekend columns with the weekend name, that is Saturday. This column will be filled with Saturday and this column will be filled with Sunday. And we will create another app script for clearing all these cells. So for that, we need to go to extensions and click on app script. So this is the app script. Now you have to create the codes for clearing cells and auto-populating the holiday columns and weekend columns. So for that, we'll copy paste the code. So click on the add a file, click on script and type here clear cells, then enter and type here the code. That is function clear cells. The name of the function is clear cells and variable sheet equal to spreadsheet app. That is this one this is the spreadsheet app. So spreadsheet app dot get active dot sheet by name attendance. So here this variable is given a value of this attendance sheet. And now sheet dot get range. So we will select this range from C11 to AG20. So here C11 to AG20 dot clear content. This code will simply clear any values within this range. And we will create another code. So click here and click script and type here auto populate. So here I will copy paste the codes. So here you can see, here I will give function name populate. So you can see here, so this is the code which will populate the HL within this column and weekend names within these columns. So here first variable is app. The app is a spreadsheet app and then active sheet equal to app, that is spreadsheet app dot get active spreadsheet. So this is the, when we will work on this sheet, this will be the active spreadsheet. Then get active sheet. So here we have two sheets and we are working on this sheet. So this sheet is active sheet. So next variable is range equal to active sheet dot get active range. That means this range will, the value of this range is the active range. And last row equal to last range dot get last row. That means last row will be equal to the last row of, that is 20, and the last column will be, as we click the cell here, so this should be the last row, sorry, this should be the last column and this should be the last row of the range. So here we are using a loop, that is if I equal to 5. That means here I is the column. So here you can see our first column is C, that is 3, column 3. So here it will be 3 and it will loop until the last column. I plus plus mean when it checks the column I, after that it will check I plus 1. That means it will check then fourth column, then fifth column until the last column. Again another loop started for the row j equal to 12, but in this case our row starts from 11, so it should be 11, and the same way it will add 1 to j and check until the last row. So here we can see another variable is declared, that is check cell 2. So what is check cell 2? Active sheet dot get range 9i. So 9i is, this one is 9i. 9 is the row and I is the column. So I is 3. So here we will check this cell, then this cell, then this cell. If these cells are Saturday or Sunday, that means weekend or not. So this is the check cell. And for the next, we will check for this cell, that is 8. So it will be 8. So we will check if check cell 1 equal to 1. So here if this cell is 1, then it will be filled with HL, otherwise not. So now here we can see if check cell 2, that means check cell 2 is this one. So if check cell 2 equal to Sunday, and this is for OR check cell 2 equal to Saturday. That means if this cell is Saturday or Sunday, then active sheet dot get range Ji. So J is our row, I is our column. So our first column is 3, and here this cell, that is this cell will be filled with the name of the weekday. And if check cell 1 equal to 1, that means if this cell equal to 1, then it will be filled with HL. In this way, it will fill one by one to all these columns. So now we have to assign this macro to buttons. So here we will create 2 buttons. For that, go to Insert, Drawing. And here we will create a shape. And right click on the shape and edit text and type here clear cells and increase the font size, make it center, then bold, and you can change the font also, maybe Times New Roman, then save and close. So decrease the size of the button, put it here, decrease little more, and here you can see 3 dot. Select this 3 dot, assign a script. So our first script is clear cells. So we have to type, copy this one and paste it here. Okay. Now if we have any value here, sorry, A, P, A, P, 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 P. When we click this button for the first time, it will ask for an authorization. I have already authorized this code, so it will not show here. So click on this cell. You can see all the values are cleared. So now we will create this second button. So go to Insert, Drawing. Now select the shape, this one. Select a shape, right click and edit text. Now type check days and change the font with Times New Roman. Increase the font size. Make it bold. Make it center. Sorry. Center and 7 close. And decrease the size and put it here. And now we have 3 dots here and assign script. So our next one is auto populate. So our function name is populate. So copy this and paste it here. Okay. Click check this. You can see nothing happened. So let's check here. Run. It's showing execution completed, but nothing happened. Okay. You have to click here for the last cell and click on check this. So you can get a message exception. The data that you entered on cell E11, that is this cell, violates the data validation rules set on this cell. So we have created a data validation for all these cells. So when we try to auto-populate values on these cells, it is trying to violate the validation rule. So that for that reason, the data is not populating. So we have to change the data validation rules. So click on dismiss, select the range, data validation. So we have created this formula. This is fine, but with this we have to add another logic, that is we have to type here or within bracket. This is the first logic within the or, comma. So here it will be C11, here it will be, and this cell equal to 1, that is C8, C$8 equal to 1, comma, C11 equal to HL, bracket close, comma, and this cell, that is C7, C$7 equal to 1, comma, C11 equal to Saturday, bracket close, comma, and again C$7 equal to 1, comma, C11 equal to Sunday, bracket close, save. So now click on the last cell and click check this. Now you can see the holiday columns are filled with HL and weekend columns are filled with weekend names. You can see here. So in this way you have to create the app script and create these buttons and assign the buttons with the script. But always remember, for the first time when you run the script, it will ask for authorization. You have to authorize it with your ID. So we have created this attendance sheet, this report part, and now you can hide this to helper column, and your attendance sheet is complete. So in this way you have to create the automated attendance sheet in Google Spreadsheet. So I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. So I request you to hit the like button, and if you are new to our channel, please subscribe our channel and hit the bell button so that you can get regular updates and notification when I upload new videos on Google Sheets, H and different types of HR tools. So thanks for watching the video till the end. See you soon in the next tutorial.